Recording in progress.
At the house, and they were driving back of that.
Yeah, I've got marks on my driveway from there.
Yeah,
Treads.
I drove on my driveway too. It's like, I can't believe you guys let your guys drive equipment on people's driveways like that. That's usually a no-no. We'll come back and fix it.
What are we on?
9C.
So back to
Franchise agreement. I don't think we had a motion, or did we?
no, we were still discussing.
Should I get a motion in a second, and then we can discuss?
Yeah.
I make a motion.
Second.
Motion by Johnson, second by Pearson. Franchise for fiber optic service ordinance would be 21-06-07. Further discussion or comments?
So we don't get fees until they start service.
Probably not.
It's based on a percentage. That probably makes sense. So they get money from somebody to give a percentage off of.
The village gets 5% of annual gross revenues received from the operation of the system.
The how is undefined. That was your question, right?
Most, I mean, AT&T gives a check.
You talking about like the schedule? Is it going to
The
be twice a
energy
year, once a
thing.
quarter?
The energy thing, that's automatic deposit.
I don't know if the method
Cameron
matters.
is-
I don't know if the method needs to be outlined in here. They can pay us some cash if they want to, but I think in these other franchise fees, is there a payment schedule? Like we want at least quarterly or at least twice a year or at least,
Payment of the franchise fees shall be made on a quarterly basis and shall be due 45 days after the close of each calendar year. Each payment shall be accompanied by a report prepared by the company showing the basis for the computation of the fees paid during that period. Page 13 under service fee.
Voice.
nice. I'm satisfied.
Okay.
You know, I am saying something though that may actually be a loophole for them on 13. The company shall pay to the village a franchise fee, 5%, annual gross revenues received from the operation of the system for television services. I think that's supposed to say fiber optic services.
Yes.
So can we
Probably
approve it
wanna
with
change
that
that.
amendment?
I would say, yeah.
Do we need to do a search for that term in here again, or?
It does say video service provider on the next line down. I don't know if that needs changed too. Or 2 lines down, sorry.
Yeah, as long as they're not paying, or any video service provider, as long as they're not paying less than 5%, we're okay. So I'm not sure what Mediacom is paying us right now.
Mediacom doesn't pay us a franchise fee anymore.
Yeah, they opted or it disappeared 5 or 6 years ago because they weren't exclusive enough anymore. Certain,
Not enough.
yeah, not enough exclusivity anymore with DirecTV and things like that.
Okay.
So we don't get anything from them anymore.
Then we might want to change that to, instead of video service provider, fiber optic service providers. There wouldn't be any, so they wouldn't be paying a higher rate than anyone else.
Fiber service.
I don't really want to. We have to make a motion. We should probably run through this thing again.
Yes, we will.
I don't want to redline it and vote on it tonight.
Provide the company.
So we're gonna table it.
Yeah, motion. I don't know if we got to make a motion for that.
We'll
Make a motion to table
in a
this.
second. We'll call it for a table.
Yeah, make a motion. We table this till following meeting.
Second that as well.
A motion to table this franchise agreement, fiber optic services until the July 6th meeting.
Yes.
And
I'll call it.
who's next?
Good questions.
I think Gates.
think Tony was last.
Johnson was last.
Oh, I didn't even write it down.
Okay. So just to make sure everybody's
Yeah, I got
clear,
this.
we're going to table the service agreement, franchising for fiber optics until
I didn't
July
catch that.
6th.
Just update the fee part.
Yeah. Well, you need to update the service fair on page 13. So
Well, we didn't.
we'll roll call it. Gates,
Yes.
Dyak,
Yes.
Pearson,
Yes.
Weaver,
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Motion is tabled.
I have a question for you. So what do I do with this ordinance number? Does that stay that
Yeah.
ordinance?
We don't need it. Yeah. Okay. Since we tabled it, it will get a new ordinance number next month because we couldn't be able to approve this month's ordinance next month.
That's true. Okay.
Already done the Illinois Mayor's Association. Don't need to vote on that. I know Caleb really wants to roll call that. Other business. Heat up for the troops. We've got the appraisal discussion.
It's underneath mid-century.
90.
We don't
Yeah.
actually have to do the appraisal. Basically, the EMS property, we've got the Public Works property next to it. We've got a quote to do an appraisal for $1,500 in order to sell it. But when I talked to the TIF attorneys, they said because it's part of the TIF, we can just do a request for proposal, and then people can bid what they want to bid, and then we can take the highest bid.
As if you want bidding, yeah. Bill and I aren't TIF lawyers, so we tend to rely on Jacob and Glenn for stuff like this. But one thing I do know is it has to go out for a public bid unless you get an appraisal and the purchase price is at least 80% of the appraisal value. Otherwise, yeah, it's got to go out for a bid. You could always put it out for a bid.
Correct. And so when we put it out for a bid, if they bid $1 and they're the only one that bids it, we don't have to take that, right?
I don't have the answer to that question either.
Correct. You don't even have to take the highest financial bid for a piece of property. If you think whoever's buying it is going to be more beneficial to the village, you don't even have to take the highest dollar bid. It can be, if somebody's going to buy it to
So I've got
park the car on, and somebody's going to buy it to put a business, and they're going to pay less, then we can choose them because
It's true. I mean, lowest responsible bidder isn't lowest financial bidder. It's low.
So we've got a realtor who's given us a rough estimate of what they think the property is worth, a commercial realtor, but I don't know that we want to spend $1,500 on an appraisal if we don't have to. Right?
Okay.
If we just want to put out an RFP for, I think they said 21 days. If they're interested, we can put out the RFP, then we can agree on a price. They can bid whatever they want to bid, take it or not take it.
Okay.
Is that, or do you want to go ahead and spend $1,500 on an appraisal?
I don't want to.
I don't think it's necessary.
It doesn't sound necessary.
We don't need to vote.
Okay.
No motion on 9D then?
Yeah. Okay.
Minutes.
So, had a letter thanking us for our donation for Heat Up for the Troops. If anybody wants to look at it here, there's quite a bit of other things that Heat Up Troops does do. Reunions, PSD suits. Huh? Did we win what?
Didn't we have a force in golf?
No, it's not
We have
until
not
August.
golfed yet.
Oh, it hasn't happened yet.
No.
Oh,
They won't win.
We are not.
The answer's no.
No, the two of us will not do very good.
two people.
Tracy and I will do very well.
Okay. You guys may have heard Deanna's mother-in-law passed away this weekend. So, instead of blue and flowers, we always make a donation to the family. They're asking donations can be made in her name to the Hannah City Fire Corporation. We normally do $50.
Make a motion. Make that donation.
So
Motion by Weaver,
I'm not positive we can vote on this one tonight. It's not on the agenda. It involves spending village dollars, unless my copy of the agenda is
actually it's under
it's under $500.
it's under 500. Good point. Yeah,
I support your decision to donate $50.
Okay, so we'll make that happen. So yeah, we'll get something out to the.
You don't need
No.
to.
Yeah,
Because it's not.
mine was
it's
not unofficial.
It's less than $500, so we don't have to vote on a roll call. And then I think that's all I had. Anybody else have anything? You was many man of many words has nothing. Okay. So no more correspondence. Check one last thing. Just a note, the IML conference is coming up in September. We got a notice on it. I will print some of these out and put them, if anybody's interested in, they can go.
Illinois Municipal League. It's in Chicago.
It's, I have the dates here.
September 20, maybe 23.
23rd through the 25th. It's at the Hilton Chicago Hotel. So I'm going to try to attend this year. Being a mayor the first year, try to sit in on some of those seminars and classes. Fred said he only went twice the whole time he went. So depending on what I get out of it, since I'm newer to this, I could probably take in a lot of classes and training. So, anything else come before the board? Meeting adjourned.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, Todd.
Have a good one.